Hello and welcome. If you're new here, don't worry, so am I. I'm Justin West, and I don't really know what I'm doing, but we're going to make some Pokemon videos. I thought the first one I'd start off with is just a couple booster packs from the newest set, Scarlet and Violet. My nephew Owen and I, he's playing Scarlet and Violet in the background there. Just made a small trip to GameStop and picked up, most importantly, this amazing Lechonk promo. Look at the boy with the GameStop promo stamp there. As you can see, maybe by my shirt, all the Lechonk prints on there. So we love that. And we got a couple of the regular booster packs and then the booster bundle, which is a new thing that they've introduced. I think a couple sets ago. It's basically you'd think it's a build and battle box, but it's not. It's just 6 booster packs. I've actually never opened one myself, so welcome to the journey. So I, for those that don't know, am a Pokemon connoisseur, as you can probably see from the background. I mostly play competitively, but I am trying to collect the master set of Scarlet and Violet because this is my first entire block to play competitively. So it just kind of means something to me to try to complete this entire set. So I figure that'll be the first journey on this channel. I don't know if it'll go well. I don't know if I'm good at creating content, but we're gonna find out. Let's start off by opening some of these packs. We're gonna keep little Lechonk over there because he's just so cute. All right, let's get into this one. I'm getting pretty close to completing it. I obviously need quite a bit of um, the alt arts and the full arts and stuff. I have most of the base set complete. And for those that don't know, Scarlet and Violet does not have a pack trick, so we're just gonna go right into it. And I, for now, am going to save the code cards because, like I said earlier, I play a lot competitively, and so I need those to practice because I'm not very good. So here we go. We're going into a potion, Butzel, energy retrieval. This card is like kind of mid as far as playability goes. It could be decent in some of the decks that burn a lot of energy, but we'll see. Oh, Lechonk! Look at matches the promo there. We'll set him right next to there. Right into the Toad Scroll. Cyclizar. We got Vitality Band. This card is not very good. Clowitzer. The reverse. The reverse on these looks really awesome. Bear with me as I figure out the lighting setup that I've got here. It's kind of jank, but we'll get it figured out. But you notice the reverse holofoil on these has this beautiful pattern that I really do like. I used to not like reverses, especially playing them in my decks, but I think I might actually change that because these look pretty darn good. All right, so we're going into the reverse Butzel and the Koraidon foil. Now, I personally am a huge fan of these foils. TPCI has finally adapted the print style of Japan, the actual Pokemon company, with the gray borders and then these foils with the foil border on them as well. I think they look beautiful. I know some people aren't really into them, but I think they look really good, especially when they're sleeved up in a deck. So those are cool for me. And we just got a Psychic Energy there. So we'll go into the next regular booster pack. I don't know how many people are actually going to end up watching this, but if you do happen to run into this video, let me know who your favorite new Gen 9 Pokemon is. I'm still kind of undecided, but I'm mostly a Ghost type enjoyer, I guess. As you can tell, the people that don't know me, I'm a huge Gengar fan. I think I like the Ceruledge. I think he's the coolest new part Ghost type Pokemon out of Gen 9, in my opinion. But I don't know that I have an actual favorite first. And we'll go into the Cacnea, Sandile, Mareep, Silicobra, Blissey. I love that art. She's so cute. Tatsugiri. And Tatsugiri and Dondozo make a mean combo in the video game competitive series. Jacques. I think this card could be mildly playable in the TCG. Searching for 2 evolution is kind of nice, but using that as your supporter for the turn, because you can only play 1 supporter per turn, is kind of mid. I'm not a huge fan of it, but we'll see. Potion, the reverse foil there. Not a very good card competitively. Chansey reverse foil. That's what the colorless reverse foil is looking like. That's kind of cool. I don't like that. Now the Miraidon foil. We got the Koraidon, and now the Miraidon. I do not have the full art of either of these, the EX, or the alt art. Actually, no, I do have the alt art of the Koraidon, but unfortunately, it fell victim to the massive print errors that this set had. And so it's got a giant roller mark right down the middle of it, but it's still in the binder. And we got Darkness Energy. Well, I think I just leaked that code there, so if anybody wants to snipe it before I do, by all means. All right, so we got those. Nothing crazy, and just a couple foils, which actually are guaranteed in this set. That's why you might have noticed that the price on Scarlet and Violet has gone up a little bit from what packs used to be. That's why the hits are a little more common, and you're guaranteed the foils and the reverses, so that's kind of nice. And we're gonna pop up into this booster bundle. Like I said, I've never opened one of these before, so it was mildly intriguing. And I think I could have got the Lechonk promo for free, but why not just buy some cards? Especially to try out this whole YouTube thing, I needed something. So nothing special in the box. You could use it as like a makeshift deck box if that's your thing. I don't think they're very good for that personally because they're just not strong enough, but I think temporarily this would work really nice. It actually also has like a cardboard latch so it can stay shut. There you go. Kinda. So you could use it for that. Also, I didn't really showcase any of the pack arts. We got the terrestrialized Gyarados, which is kind of sick. I'm a big fan of Gyarados. And we got the Paldean starters. Also, let me know who your favorite starter is. This was the first time I've ever chosen a water starter, just because Quaxley is so cute. Although, I think I'm a Sprigatito fan, honestly. Meowscarada is actually kind of cool and really good in the competitive video game circuit. So, we got the Miraidon. Also, I chose Violet. I prefer Miraidon over Koraidon, and that's just a fact. He's better. There's the Koraidon, and we're looping back around. Okay, so let's just start off from the top. I'm not gonna sort them or do anything crazy. We're gonna jump right into the Gyarados. Nope, Miraidon. Yeah, I'm paying attention. Hide the code card. I might start giving those out at some point if anybody actually watches these videos, maybe we'll see, but I gotta keep them for now. We're gonna start off with a Scatterbug. Shuppet. I actually really like Shuppet and Banette. Two of my top ghost type Pokemon. Sprigatito, looking adorable as always. That is a cute cat. We got Houndour. Ultra Ball. Very, very staple card in the competitive TCG. So we're going to keep that over here in my competitive pile. Arven, I think, is going to be played here and there. Maybe not very heavily. Maybe a one-of index sometimes. Some of the cards, as you may have noticed, used to all be Pokemon tools or sorry, item cards, but now tools and item cards are two distinctly different things. So Arvin is particularly good to go search for one of each of those. I think it could be interesting. I don't know if it's going to get played a whole lot, but it's got potential. So we're gonna keep him over there. Also, Arvin's story. I don't know if you guys have finished the game or not, but that poor guy. We got Cacturn, Flabebe. That reverse, that psychic reverse looks real cool. I'm a big fan of that. Klefki, also a very playable card. It's has Mischievous Lock as an ability. As long as this Pokemon is in the active spot, basic Pokemon in play, both yours and your opponents have no abilities except for Mischievous Lock. That's really good. Shut off a lot of things for your opponent. It does shut yours off as well, but I think the trade-off is usually pretty good. That's definitely got some potential. We got the Dondozo, also a big competitive guy in the VGC. Dondozo and Tatsugiri. Get the basic energy there. Actually, here, we're going to keep the foils in their own pile. We got the general cards right there. All right, so we're going to go into the starters. Fuecoco, Sprigatito, and Quaxley. I like them all. I'm not a huge fan. I know this is a really hot take. I'm not a huge fan of Fuecoco's final evolution. I think it's cool, but I don't know. The others are just better. Krokorok. We got Mankey. I also really, really like his new evolution that came out of the Scarlet and Violet games. Annihilate is pretty cool. Let's see if we end up getting one of those. We got Squawkabilly. I thought was kind of a silly looking Pokemon. Capsakid. We got Flamigo. Probably the most basic Pokemon that came out of Gen 9. I mean, I'm here for it, honestly. It's kind of decent, but I don't know. It looks like they kind of ran out of ideas with this one and basically just literally copy and pasted a Flamingo. Fortress. We got Rocky Helmet. Kind of mid as far as a competitive card goes. Ooh, we got the reverse. That's nice. Sorry, I'm getting used to these camera angles here. Halucha. Now this one is also going to be a playable card. Not as impactful as some might know the Zigzagoon from Sword and Shield base set. That one was really good. You'd place it on the bench and you could put 10 damage counter or 1 damage counter on one of your opponent's Pokemon. That was really good when a card called Scoop Up Net was around, but unfortunately that just rotated with this block. So these cards aren't quite as flexible to be able to bench it, put 1 damage counter on a Pokemon, and then pick it back up and do it again. A lot of people got some cheeky wins just by like triple scoop up netting a Zigzagoon or something for the knockout, which is mildly infuriating as the opponent. But I think Halucha could be nice because it's basically the same thing except you put 2 damage counters on on any of your opponent's Pokemon. Words are hard. And we go into another Klefki. So we're gonna take those as some playable cards. All right, get the code. We're gonna go right into this one. We got Silly Cobra. Not a big fan of this Pokemon. Not a big fan of snakes. Bisharp. It's pretty cool. I also like the evolution that came out of Scarlet and Violet with that. Riolu. Always a good Pokemon. Go-Go. We got Oinkalone. I'm here for it. I like Oinkalone. Spiritomb. Also another one of my favorite Pokemon. Espartha. Rocky Chestplate. We got Nestball. Nestball is a reprint of a card that came, I believe it was in the Sun and Moon block. Nestball, very, very playable card. search your deck for a basic Pokemon and put it onto your bench, then shuffle your deck. Very, very good. Very competitive card. Revavroom. I also think this one is going to be used competitively quite a bit. It's got the Rumbling Engine ability. You must discard an energy card from your hand in order to use this ability. Once during your turn, you may draw cards until you have 6 cards in your hand. So that can be pretty good. We're going to put it in the potential playable. I don't think decks are going to play a big line of them, maybe a 1-1. Because you gotta have the Vroom and then the Revavroom. So it can be kind of a pain to set it up, evolve it, and get the use out of that ability, but it's definitely got potential. Palmo. I think this evolution line is absolutely adorable. Toadschool. Rotom. Always an awesome Pokemon. I love all the forms that Rotom can take. Mobastiff. Very cool Pokemon. Miriam. Now the alt art, or I guess it's a special art of the Miriam card, is the chase card for a lot of people in the set, and I believe it's also the most expensive card of this set as of right now. And a lot of the prices have dropped quite a bit, but I did end up pulling that one on pre-release, so that was pretty sweet. This one's going to also be kind of a staple in the competitive scene. Shuffle up to 5 Pokemon from your discard pile into your deck. So that's both basic and evolution Pokemon, as it doesn't specify. If you shuffled any cards into your deck in this way, draw 3 cards. So that's pretty powerful. You can shuffle up to 5 different Pokemon, both evolution and basic, into your deck, and then you just draw 3 cards. That's pretty good. So we're going to put that in the competitively viable pile. Another Spiritomb. Got the reverse Palmo. There's the reverse pattern on the lightning cards. Pretty sweet. I really like the reverse patterns on these. You get the reverse Shuppet. We already zoomed in on one of the psychic ones. Looks pretty cool. And a foil Indeedee. Very pretty card. We're not pulling anything super hot, but that's fine. I was pulling pretty decently out of this set so far. I expected a dry spell to come at some point, to be honest. Drifloon, the interesting, mysterious Pokemon that has a funny story in the games. Citadel. We got Varoom, which is what we're going to need as the base Pokemon for Revavroom. So I think in terms of that, we'll put it in the competitively viable pile for now. Magikarp. Mesagoza, I think, is a pretty decent stadium. It does give your opponent also a pretty big advantage, although most stadiums do because they benefit both players. And this one says once during each player's turn, the player may flip a coin. If heads, that player searches their deck for a Pokemon, reveals it, and puts it into their hand. Then that player shuffles their deck. So just a chance to go get another Pokemon is always good. So I think we'll put that there. I think I've seen a lot of early deck lists using that stadium, so I think I might try to throw it in one of my lists. We got Defiance Band. Team Stargrunt. Not very good in my opinion. Muck. I always like seeing a new Muck card. Not like one of my favorite Pokemon, but for some reason I just enjoy seeing the cards of Muck. And he's kind of funny in the anime too. King Gambit. Now there's that evolution we were talking about from Gen 9. That looks pretty sweet. He's also really good competitively in the video game. Very cool. All right, so we are down to the last pack of this booster bundle. This one's got the hit in it. I know it. Otherwise, this box was kind of a dud, to be honest, but that's okay. You get some of those in opening packs sometimes. That's why if you play competitively, it makes the most sense to buy singles, but opening packs runs pretty deep in my blood, and I'm sure it does in others as well. So we're going to jump right into this one. Going in the Chansey. Rare Candy, also a really, really good card competitively. I mean, it's not great, but it's good for Gardevoir EX is a deck that's going to be decent. I don't think it's going to be quite as good as people thought it was going to be initially, but that is a stage 2 Pokemon, which means that there's a basic, a stage 1, and then Gardevoir EX is the stage 2. So what Rare Candy does is choose one of your basic Pokemon in play. If you have a stage 2 card in your hand that evolves from that Pokemon, put that card onto the basic Pokemon to evolve it, skipping the stage 1. So you skip a whole turn, because you can only evolve once per turn. So you skip that entire middle stage. You can't use this card during your first turn or on a basic Pokemon that was put into play this turn. So you can't completely break the rules, but a little bit. So it's kind of nice. Fido, I think Fido and Dashbun are extremely cute. Sorry, we'll get better at the lighting here, but for now, this is the setup we're going to be working with. Dedenne, I always love Dedenne. Ultra Ball, as we said before, that's a very competitive card. We're going to keep that over here. Spartha again. We got Arven into a reverse Slowpoke. And the reverse Butzel. Oof, into the foil rare Halucha. So ending on nothing super crazy, but we take them actually. For us competitive players, opening packs is kind of more fun in my opinion, because we have all of these cards are good to us. So it's not just bad bulk. These are all going to be put to use, which is kind of nice. But yeah, that was all we got out of the 2 bonus packs and the booster bundle. I think I have a booster box coming here pretty soon. I might open that on this channel. Like I said, this is all really new to me. I have a deep running passion for Pokemon, as you can tell from the background. I might eventually do like a room tour or something. For those that check this out, let me know what you thought of this, what we can do to improve, what you want to see from me. I feel like I have a decent amount of knowledge in both the trading card game itself and just Pokemon in general. I recently just became a Pokemon basic professor, so I can start judging events locally and stuff. So, yeah, let me know what you want to see, and I'm going to keep cranking out some videos. I figure this is just a way for me to document my passion for the Pokemon company in general, and if people enjoy it, that is a very big added bonus. So, if you do enjoy the content from this video, be sure to hit like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.